We have missed you guys. It has been a weekend full of technical difficulties. We have had some issues with our chargers, and you see the videos on Facebook and TikTok and wherever of people's chargers exploding, and you think, oh, that's not happened to me. Like, those crazy people, how in the world did that happen? My computer charger, Thursday evening, I was sitting down to edit, and my computer charger, I plugged it in, and I went to plug it into my computer, and it started sparking on me. I was sitting on the couch, and I was like, oh, wow, this could actually turn into a horrible situation incredibly quickly. So I unplugged it, I threw it away, we got on Amazon, we ordered another one, and thankfully now it has arrived, and we are back in business. So thank you guys for the patience, thank you guys for understanding that things happen, and life happens, and so now we are back at it though. I have a child in the back making lots of ruckus this morning. That's okay. That's what they do. So I don't even know what she's doing. She's got a baby doll's passy in her mouth. Addie, of course. She's just pretending, she said. So, but it is Sunday. It has been a rainy weekend. Last night about, everyone was in bed except me. It was probably close to 11-ish, I guess. And we had a pretty big storm, lots of thunder and lightning, and obviously rain as well with that. And so had a pretty big storm pass through. It was funny. I was actually in the kitchen just straightening up a little, and Jonathan came in, and he had been asleep. He had a crazy day at work yesterday, so he had been asleep. He came in, and he thought, the storm woke him up, I guess, and then he heard me in the kitchen, and for some reason he didn't think it was me, and he was just startled awake from his sleep. You know how that goes. So it was a pretty loud storm though, and didn't see any damage or anything like that, which is always a good thing. We have a lot of trees in our backyard, and so I'm always afraid whenever I hear big storms coming that, we may lose some limbs and things, but it seemed like everything was good this morning. So anyway, today we are off to church this morning, and then we will be pretty much just hanging out for the rest of the day. I need to do some cleaning. We had a good weekend though. Yesterday we spent some time with some of our friends and hung out at their house. It was their daughter's birthday, and she's 12, and I remember I was in college when she was born, and it was such a big deal because these were our first friends who were having a kid. They're a bit older than us. So we're having a kid, and it was exciting. We were all there at the hospital, and that was fun times. So she turned 12 yesterday, which was insane. And we hung out at their house, and Addie and their youngest daughter played babies and jumped on a trampoline and ran around and just had a fun afternoon of kind of doing nothing, just hanging out together. Friday, we had a pretty cool experience. Addie had her first experience at gymnastics, so It's okay. Pick those legs up. You can do it. It's okay. It won't hurt if you fall. You can do it, girl. Here, go do it again. Jump. You can. You won't fall. We have a gymnastics center in town, and every Friday morning they do toddler time. So it's like open gym, basically, like parents supervise. And she loved it. She was jumping on the trampoline. She was swinging on bars. She was just, I was really impressed. She did really good and wasn't really afraid of most anything. So we did that Friday, and honestly, it's been a pretty relaxed weekend. We haven't done a ton. I think today after church, we'll probably go visit my parents this evening when Jonathan gets off. But yeah, it's weird. It rained yesterday, had the storm like I told you guys about, and now it's really cooled back down. I think like this morning it may have been in the 30s. It was definitely like in the low 40s. So it cooled off a bit, and I tell you, I don't know if summer is ever going to come. So we have a pretty exciting week coming up. Let's see, Tuesday is story time at the library, right? But it's Grandparents' Day. So Jonathan's mom's going to be going with us to story time. And then Friday morning, we're going to be heading out of town. So we're going to be headed up to Charlotte, North Carolina for the weekend. And we'll be taking you guys with us. So it should be a blast. Jonathan has a wood carving show, so he's going to be doing that. And then we're going to try to get into a few other things while we're there. We're going to try to visit the Billy Graham Museum. That's something we've both been looking forward to. Not sure how it's going to go with the kiddos, but we'll see. And then we are also going to, there's a children's museum that has like an aquarium built into it, I guess. I don't know. So we're probably going to try to do that on Sunday before we head home on Monday. So it's going to be a good little getaway though. We've got a lot that's about to be taking place that I haven't shared with you guys yet, and I want to share with you guys, and it's just not quite time. We've got a few things that need to fall into place, and we got some big news we'll be sharing with you guys. I'm very excited about, and so it's going to make, we're going to be getting very busy over the next few weeks. That's all I can say. Thought we were busy now. We're going to be getting even busier. And just chasing after a few things though. And so we're going to be getting busy with some stuff, and it's exciting and it's good, and it's going to be involving our whole family, and I'm really looking forward to it. But like I said, surprise for now. We will be revealing that to you guys probably, I don't know, maybe in the next 2 weeks or so. But something to look forward to. I'm going to take this trip as our last little slow time together as a family, just the four of us. We'll see how it goes. This will be our first long trip with Avery. She does not love the car seat, so it really is probably going to be a long trip because she's not the best rider. Addie does good, but she's at this point now, she's actually really funny. She wants to know where we're at, where we're going, what town are we in, and she's always like, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? What's that place? What is that? You know, and so she does really good in the car, but it's still going to be a really long ride, even for her. I think it's maybe right at 5 hours or so of a ride, so somewhere in that range. So it's going to be a long trip, but it'll be fun to get away. Really looking forward to that this weekend. And I don't think I've ever even been to Charlotte. Well, no, I take that back. We've been through Charlotte one time. So this Charlotte wood carving show is like the biggest one in the country, probably. It's very big in the carving world. And so Jonathan will be covering it on his YouTube channel. So, you know, you guys can definitely go there His channel is Crosscut Wood Carvings, and you guys can definitely go there if you want to see more of the wood carving show. I'll be sure, I'll share some, but he'll have full coverage of the show. And yeah, so it's one of the biggest shows. We've been through it a time or two. Honestly, the past 2 years we've had really strong intentions of going. Last year, of course, Jonathan's dad passed away in January, so that just really kind of threw our spring off, so we were not able to get away then. And then the year before that, Jonathan's grandmother passed away, and so we had to travel, it was going to be like back-to-back weekends, and that was just going to be too much, so we weren't able to do that the year before. So it's been a long time. We had passed through there one time, maybe 7-8 years ago. We were traveling, and it just happened to be the same weekend as the carving show. And so we stopped in there on our way home from somewhere else in North Carolina that we had gone, Boone, North Carolina. So we stopped in at the Charlotte Wood Carving Show. And so I know Jonathan is really going to be pumped to go back and actually be there for the whole weekend. Me and the girls are going to hang out, do some fun stuff while he's at the carving show. Not exactly sure what that's going to be yet, but we'll figure it out. Guys, thanks again for your patience this weekend as we were working through some technical difficulties, but we are back up and running with cameras and with computers, and we are going to be back in business and back to normal starting this week. Thank you guys again. Thank you for liking, for subscribing, for watching, for commenting, all the things. We're looking forward to a great week, and we will see you there.